Now, CFMF by Davido laid a bold claim and it has been making a lot of controversies in mind, but rather than actually the pattern it says when it said it comes from face me, I face you, right? That line has a deeper meaning and hence this video. As usual, when we see things like this, we actually like to sit down, delve into them and actually understand the real meaning or why the artist actually says those things in their song. So in this award interest, so I'd like to see me could breakdown of your favorite Afrobeat artist. Then subscribe to the channel, like this video, and tell us into the time. Let's check out what the video is actually saying in this CFNF lyrics. And this is one of the songs from his 5th album. Again, it is what interests you. Commitment and let's chop.
Take a step and walk into my life. In case I mess up, I apologize.
Now with this client, this is they just kind of like starting up by showing me vulnerability, right? And it's also getting at me that he's E-man and he might mess up, right? So let's check out this text line.
In advance, baby, no one knows tomorrow. But I go spoil you, make them know you done alright.
No one knows tomorrow basically is like a Nigerian proverb, right? So that means love is unpredictable, right? Then but yeah, and that it's kind of like uncertain, right? But they're just kind of like making a promise here to spoil her, treat her like royalty, and so when people see her, they kind of like know that she's a big man or she's dating a big man, and of course making her feel like she don't arrive. And I assume you already know is talking about with this line. Obviously, this is what I picture ma. So check out this line.
Started on the way, face me, I face you. Face me, I face you.
Now, this one is my favorite line, and this one is one that has been making a lot of controversies, right? And this line kind of like ties with other lines of this song, right? Serrans basically says, face me, I face you, right? But face me, I face you kind of like refers to type of, communal apartments in Nigeria. You need those kind of apartment that is not really convenient. It is always cramped. Barely having a chaperon and that kind of like lifestyle with minimal privacy, right? That's basically it's more like a umbrella on the beginning. So technically, it's not saying that it's from that kind of place. Not like it uses it as a metaphor, but basically uses line to just re-emphasize that it came from an on the beginning with this struggle, tries to push his music despite sparing nothing into the music at the Misha stage, right? So putting all those things together, I kind of like considers to be a place, a station whereby it was not convenient. It was not convenient for him. He was always cramped. He might always go to school. Like, I cannot tell. It was kind of like metaphorically speaking, yeah, saying that when he started, this is music. It was not actually convenient for him. People didn't want him to do it. But then it was he's using it to just tell us that between he actually came from the ground. So he delay a senior, he didn't just have it with a piece of cake. It's because it was it came to perspire, and that's why we had this daily do here. So the contrary to popular opinion, thinking that line doesn't make sense, it actually made a lot of sense when it comes to this song, right? So Chopper Man, we have this part.
When I'm living real life, all thanks to Jesus. All thanks to Jesus.
Now, for context, Jesus is actually equivalent to Jesus, and this is more like a testimony flex here, right? So from our times, that's at times when he was struggling in his earlier career, which he refers to face me, I face you, right? So up and downs like he's now, right? So it's basically just like giving the testimony. Basically, was there saying that look where God has brought me, despite all the ground at the early stage, this is where I am, abundance, right? So chopping on, we have this part. Now, I don't know how Davido went from spirituality to being flirty, right? But basically, this one is kind of like hilarious and a little bit on at the same time, right? So basically what he's saying here is he's so stumped, right? By a body, like a body then he's also saying that he's calling on Jesus again, but this time not for blessings. On the ideal where it said no, but this time not for blessings, but for balance. Like you see the physical feature of the video, you're like, wow, but not this time. You're just overwhelmed, and we just need support. Not support in terms of blessing, but because we've lost balance, and then you are intricated by our bodily lips, right? So basically, this is what they do saying there. Then write this next line.
I no go disgrace you. I no go disgrace you.
Now, he repeats this line for emphasis, right? Because he didn't just say, I need to disgrace you 2 times. He actually repeats it intentionally for emphasis, right? So it's like not like an assurance, right? It's saying that I'll treat you right, right? No shame, no public nonsense. I hope you get the point. But like a assurance to this Israel in this context, right? So chopping in, let's go back to the course and let's see what it does actually same way. Look at this.
Cause I can't feel my face no more. I just want a day show more.
Now, this is where the title of this thing kind of like kicks in by the CFMF, right? So, can't feel my face is more like it's more than physical, right? It is an emotional value, right? Can't feel my face, CFMF, right? So it is when said Shimo is actually pronounced show and more. For those that are non-Nigerian and non-Yoruba, it's a Yoruba word. So to pronounce it, just Nashu and then no, right? Then do you in Yoruba, and it's actually Kutono that translates to do you know what? So it's basically saying, do you even know, right? That what's your doing to me? This actual line actually means, so I can't feel my face. Do you know you're doing to me? Do you get the part? So we have this line.
When you come, the tension. I fit to catch a case on.
Now the tension is kind of like, it actually translates to kind of like causing pressure or, emotional stress in this sense, right? So basically, he's so overwhelmed, he might, kind of like he catch a case. So when he said he's gonna, I fit to catch a case, so basically it's like, and this lady is causing him pressure, or emotional stress that it could even cut a case. Like when he said cut a case, it's kind of like meaning it can actually risk everything. Basically, it's freedom and everything just for right? That's what they mean by catching a case. So when the guy like tells you tomorrow, I can catch a case for you, just that it's telling you that it can actually risk everything for you. So, and of course, Omo kind of like translates to child in Yoruba, but say it's a slang for babe or girl or even bar, like saying bar, like it could be also mean an expression that. So basically, this was land's all about. So it's like when it comes to that, like you pressure me that I can even fix everything for you. You get the parents. So check out
Just to see your face show more. Yeah, so intentional.
this line. Now, this film is actually he paints him as being strategic, strategically beautiful, right? So, like he's saying, it's very deliberate with charm, and they like telling her that she knows her powers. They like saying that this lady is so beautiful and she actually knows her power and she's actually using her power on me. Of course, the power of beauty, right? So let's check out the verse 2.
Arise, my baby. Oh, my baby.
Now, I really like they just started this line here, but with experiment, Oma is actually a sweet name or a pet name. Both kind of from the east part of Nigeria, which is sometimes the Igbo. Sometimes, yes, it could also just mean romantic slang, right? So basically, when you also said arise, right? Sounded like arise or compatriots, but these are the much now that. So when said arise, it's kind of like feels poetic in this sense, like get up, show yourself, and step into the spotlight. We get the pet. So remember, it's actually a street name or a pet name, just like saying baby and stuff. You get the point. So check out this line.
Obi don't go, Kolobi Obi, oh.
Now, this is a deep Nigerian slang. Yeah, I've been explaining it, right? Kolobi actually means to snatch, right? Or you need to steal something, or either to snatch or to steal what. So basically saying that Obi, which now is kind of bringing Namaka and or another guy, is saying that Obi has already taking the girl. This is girl that he has always been, crazy about. That can only catch a case for her. Now Obi has taken the girl, right? And there's jealousy, right? So is jealousy regret, right? So it's kind of like using this line to show jealousy and regret, or maybe or carefulness. You never can kill. Davido can be actually tricky with his word. right? So you get the point. So it's basically saying that now this is in the picture and it's trying to steal his girl, right? So then we have this line.
Time go dey waste, as I dey waste your waste.
Now, this one is also a bit of cheeky wordplay here, right? It's basically saying he's waiting for this girl, right? But he's also watching her waist. Watching her waist in this sense is kind of like hinting at seduction, right? Or get a point. So let's check out this next line.
Mo fẹ́ dé bro. Anyhow you
Now I really love this part. I really love this part. Me fed the kind of like I want to carry the or you get up and ask carry the right then it's kind of like it's streets and it's actually kind of like streets romantic way of saying that and you go anywhere with her, right? So or kind of like in a Kai and however she needs to be, right? That love and emotion kind of thing. Vibes. So let's look at this next line.
as the matter done dey, my girl, you know I dey for you.
Now, when it says the matter don't day, that actually translates to the matter or the situation is serious now, right? So basically is all in, right? So do playing around, do repeating and is actually repeating you there just for emotional point. Like it basically saying it's only you, it's only you, it's only you. Right? So check out this line.
Down below, as the matter done dey down below.
Now I want you to tell me or decide what this line actually means in the comment section. I want you to tell me to be honest. Basically down the doubles or same or down here kind of like it could find emotional depth, right? Or it could actually mean the dream action, right? So but so I also leave that to you to decide in the comment section. Tell me where you think this line around the consensus down and stuff like that. So and if you're enjoying this video, please if you have not liked this video, just please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then just subscribe. If you can set notification bell, you can turn it on. It actually helps this channel, grow. And if you have seen more of this video, you actually need to do that, right? But I want to tell you what line actually hits you the most in this song. Control it in the comment section. I'm going to chop it together. Don't forget again to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And so you can see Afrobeat lyrical pattern like this song. And if you have seen my analysis from the 5th album, check out this video. YouTube is recommended to you right now. And I hope to see you in this video.